our owls will show respect, live responsibly, and stay safe. Hey McLane Owls, we're back talking about our student outcomes, and this week for the Hoot, it's outcome 3, which reads, our students will advocate for the social, physical, and mental wellness of themselves and others, and be hopeful about the future. What does that look like, sound like, feel like here at McLane Elementary? Well, for our students, one of the things we have are like these really awesome chairs. These help kind of our physical well-being, right? Sometimes we don't just want to sit at a desk. Maybe sometimes we want something that's a little bit cushion. There's a little bit more cushion. So there's something like this. The other thing is for some of our students, maybe they like to turn them sideways and they can sit on them and you can rock a little bit on it. And so it just gives us some choices when it comes to our seating. And that's something that our students help advocate for themselves. Students, one thing I do want you to know when it comes to the seating is that we do have to follow the directions of our teachers and our classroom expectations, right? And so being able to sit in one of these chairs and to use it is really for certain students at certain times of the day. Everybody hopefully has the opportunity to do that, but we do need to make sure we're following the rules and the expectations of our classroom. Some other ways that we accomplish outcome 3 here at McLane Elementary is through like our PE and health goals. Some of this is with the work with like Mr. Edwards, when we're talking not only about healthy activities, exercise, getting on the McLane Trail and going on scavenger hunts. That helps our physical well-being, but I know Mr. Edwards also includes things around making sure we're eating the right types of food to energize us, making sure we're drinking enough water to make sure that we're hydrated. Those are all things that Mr. Edwards covers. And then our teachers also will talk about some health goals for students in regards to things like identity and family. And what does that mean for us, right? And so those are part of the things that we do here at McLane Elementary to help our students advocate for the physical, social, emotional well-being of themselves and others. Additionally, there's second step, and we're going to go talk about that.
Word of the week. Word of the week. Word of the week. Word of the week.
The word of the week is honor. Honor is a verb and means to treat someone with high respect or give them special recognition.
Did you know that February is Black History Month?
This month, we honor important people and events in the history of the African diaspora. The African diaspora refers to the voluntary and involuntary movement of Africans and their descendants to various parts of the world.
Let's learn about some leaders and legends in this video.
Justice and Una in Black History Month.
Hey Una, did you know Black History Month is coming up?
You're right. I remember learning about the holiday in class. When is it again?
Black History Month is a celebration that happens every February. It's a time to celebrate the achievements made by African American.
It's also a time to remember their important role in history.
Yeah! The event is celebrated in countries such as the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom. There are many inspiring African American heroes that have made a positive impact.
Who's your favorite?
There are so many. First, there's Harriet Tubman. She helped lead many African Americans to freedom with the Underground Railroad. Then there's W.C. Handy. He's known as the father of the blues. He wrote a lot of music that we still love and listen to today. He is Jackie Robinson, the first African American baseball player to play in Major League Baseball. She is Frances Harper, a poet, novelist, and activist who believed women should have the right to vote. A true hero. Aretha Franklin is the queen of soul. She was the first woman to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Do you know him?
Yes, Martin Luther King Jr. He was an honest and brave minister and a civil rights activist. He believed in nonviolence and equality for all. People in the U.S. celebrate him every January. My hero.
They are all great, Una. And there's so many more African Americans who have made and are still making history every day.
We should go meet them and learn from them. Let's continue to be inspired.
Bye, owls. How can you honor someone this week?
First of all, we want to say we love you, McLane Owls. Second of all, we want to give a shout out to our amazing McLane Trail and Gardening Committee. I don't know about you all, but those are daffodils that I see popping up. And I know that before too long, they're going to be blooming into full daffodils. Just a reminder to keep an eye out for the daffodils. The first student who emails their teacher or lets Mr. Brock know that they've seen a daffodil that's fully bloomed will have a pizza party for their entire class. Can't wait to see who it is. I know our students know so much of these families. I would love to make sure we're on the same page as well. Our goal here at McLane is that every student knows our second step problem solving steps. So what that means is our S is that we say the problem without blame. Think of solutions, safe and respectful. That's how we get owl feathers, kiddos. We explore the consequences. What could happen if ... And P is pick the best solution. We make a plan. And that is how we help do some problem solving things. What are some other parts of the second step? Fair ways to play. A lot of the times we have trouble here at McLane. A lot of it has to do with playing. How do we share? Maybe we trade objects or items and taking turns. I know that sometimes I can't always go on the swings because that's super popular at recess for our kiddos. And so maybe we just need to set up a system where we could take the turns. This is one that during the last year Mr. Brock has gotten really, really good at. How to calm down. I've had to practice this a lot. First of all, I give myself some positive self-talk. I tell myself, I can do it. But I have a signal to stop. I name my feeling. Am I frustrated? Am I upset? Am I happy? Am I glad? What is my feeling? And then I calm down. I breathe. Take those belly breaths. This helps calm me down, right? And I use that positive self-talk again. All right, Mr. Brock, we can figure out a new schedule for hybrid learning. Those are the steps that I go through, and I know our students can practice those and use them every day. Also, we gotta make sure that we are focused when it comes to our skills from learning. This is something we're really looking forward to with our kiddos over Zoom in a distance format. And when you're in person here at school, we always ask you to focus your attention. I always used to talk about getting our tentoscopes on so that we could see Mr. Brock when he's speaking, maybe in the cafeteria and I'm giving you directions, right? We listen, we're assertive, and then we have to ignore distractions. So maybe there's something that's being distracting. Maybe there's a bell that doesn't belong to my class. And I just need to ignore that and still stay focused on the teacher or the speaker at that point in time. And our final thing is empathy. Empathy is a feeling or understanding what someone else is feeling, right? And so when I talked about having to calm down, can you empathize with Mr. Brock when our schedule is always changing? And that's not something that I want to do. That's not something maybe our kiddos want to do. But that's a time where we can have empathy for one another. So we look at individuals' faces and their body giving clues about that. What are their points of view? How do they feel? How can I help? One of my favorite things, and our teachers at McLane and our staff know this, if we have a problem, it's always best if we can identify that problem. And how can we help? By proposing a solution. So the problem is this, my idea is this. That really helps. And what is a kind thing to say? I know we're all trying to do our best during the hybrid learning, and together we can do it if we support one another. To be kind, that's another thing that all of our kids do here at McLane Elementary. So that's a really quick overview of our second step. And I know all of our kiddos at McLane get this every Wednesday. Our teachers are teaching how to problem solve, fair ways to play, calm down, skills for learning, empathy, and so much more as part of our second step curriculum. So I'm in the library, and the reason that the library connects to Outcome 3 is because of the amazing work that your teachers and our paraeducators and everybody at McLane here has done to support our students' social and emotional well-being. Our staff has read an entire book, and then we had a professional development or our own kind of teacher and staff school for us on permission to feel. And it's really helping us understand how to support students in regulating emotions that partners with our second step curriculum that we just spoke about. And what I want you to know, students, is your teachers are amazing. They're fantastic when it comes to helping you. And even as amazing as they are, they still work hard to get better and better and better for you. And so we've done it as a staff. It's been amazing. And I know it's going to allow us to be stronger and ultimately allow our students to be able to advocate for the physical, social, emotional well-being of themselves and others, and ultimately to be hopeful about the future. Take care.